Hello there, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, like always, you know me, it's your host Amy from Pen Venture, and welcome to another fountain pen review. In this fountain pen review, we are going into my personal fountain pen collection in order to review my first Nakaya fountain pen, a splendid Aka-Tamenuri Piccolo Writer, and it's not your ordinary Piccolo Writer. It's a quite rare one. It's the big one, which is available in only one store. If I would have to judge what recently was added into my personal fountain pen collection, I have to admit there is a lot of Urushi fountain pens because I love them. I love Urushi fountain pens because they are simple yet elegant, beautiful. They look not that obvious, they don't just jump, but if you understand Urushi, the technique and everything about it, you see a different dimension to that writing instrument and what the artist who lacquered that fountain pen tried to obtain. So that is why I love fountain pens. In this video, I want to showcase my first Nakaya fountain pen, the Piccolo Writer. It's not your everyday Piccolo because it's a little bit longer, and that was the primarily reason why I kept this fountain pen. It is equipped with a very interesting nib. It's a soft, fine 14-karat gold nib. Urushi coating is Aka-Tamenuri. And as usual with my reviews, first I'm gonna start with some facts regarding the fountain pen, the model, the brand. Nakaya, it's a company based in Japan that creates stunning looking fountain pens. Mainly they are made in ebonite and they are coated in urushi, or in the natural lacquer urushi of the urushi tree. If I would be asked to explain what is urushi, well, urushi is a technique that implies that an object, mainly a utilitarian object, is coated into a natural lacquer substance, which is called urushi, that comes from a tree. It is applied on the surface in order to offer a protective coating to that object. It is very resilient and it is very, very nice, and in time it developed into an art. If you take a glance at this Nakaya Piccolo Writer right here, you can understand only by seeing it in front of you. And I hope the camera does justice to this fountain pen and captures the beauty of this amazing writing instrument. A very, very deep, rich Bordeaux red color, and that is obtained by alternating two layers of urushi, a primarily red urushi color underneath and a transparent layer of urushi on top. Although it's not transparent, actually brownish amber color. It's not actually transparent because it's a natural substance and it is not a let's say something which is artificial done, and it can be super clear and clean. And this combination is applied in layers, leaving a lot of time in between the layers that's needed in order to have a cured surface, and also sanding, polishing. It is like a red glow that comes from within and just comes out, and at every edge you get to see this red amazing urushi color. Let's go through the details of this Nakaya Piccolo Writer, and I'm going to start with the finial on top right here, which is a pointy shape finial. It is amazing to see the layers of urushi that's going to pop this red glow out at the edges. And right here on top you can see that the upper layer of urushi is going to offer that transition in colors in between the red and the more darker color. In time, actually, you can get to see more of the red because the urushi is going to change the outside elements, which are going to be very, very specific to how you store or how you use the fountain pen, primarily UV light, the sun, how you handle the fountain pen. Those will make the color to shift into something more interesting. Clip is very, very streamlined, very simple. It is plated in gold near the clip. If we turn the fountain pen like so, we can see that there is a faint line right here. And if I'm not mistaken, on this Nakaya, you can actually detach the finial, remove the clip and substitute it with a pen roll, which Nakaya has available. The pen roll can be shaped in the form of a dragon, in the form of a panda, the multiple trinklets which are made in sterling silver or other metals, and you can use that to prevent the fountain pen from rolling. The shape of the cap is pretty simple, and it starts to pick a little bit in girth. Around here is the thickest point, and here is where we have the junction between the barrel and the cap. And right here on the edge we can clearly see a lot of visible red, and the technique is called Aka-Tamenuri. Tame means pool or pond. Nuri is a term to relate to the lacquer that is used on the fountain pen. If you look at a pond, the different depth in the water makes the water look like has different colors, because near the edge of the pond you can clearly see what's under the water on the bottom, and if you look where the water has more depth, you cannot see the bottom and you see this more subtle red. This is what has been done on this fountain pen, Aka-Tamenuri. This transition into the red and the burgundy color is so subtle, and it looks so good. We have a screw cap. The threads are so fine. 1.5 turns of a cap. The cap is quite light, and we uncap the fountain pen, revealing the Nakaya nib. This is a 14 karat gold nib, 2 tones, ornated, very nice with the logo of Nakaya. 14 karat. The breather hole is in the shape of a small heart, and everything looks so nice. We don't have a gigantic nib because this is not a gigantic fountain pen. I think it looks quite okay proportion wise with this fountain pen and the body of the fountain pen. The nib is fueled by a plastic feeder. This is a proprietary feeder to Nakaya, so it's not like it is made out in a different company and installed with the Nakaya fountain pen. I acquired it from a very good friend of mine and customer, and he was willing to have this fountain pen sent to me in order to be retailed on our website, and I said, I want to spend more time with this. Let me know how much you are willing to have for this fountain pen, and I kept it in my personal fountain pen collection. It is not going to have the box because that wasn't delivered. He was trying to save as much as possible in regards of the cost of the shipping. Anyway, I have the Nakaya kimono that comes with this fountain pen, and it's a nice accessory to a Japanese urushi fountain pen. And moving further, we have the section, and the section is quite simple in regards of shape. We have this part right here which flares out, then we have thinner diameter near the nib, and the section starts to pick up a little bit in girth towards the threads of the cap. The threads are covered also in urushi. This is something unique because I've seen a lot of piccolo writers online and they don't have this part of the body covered in urushi, the threads and this part right here, so that's going to add a lot of character to this specific fountain pen. To the best of my knowledge, this was commissioned by my friend through the Aesthetic Bay shop. He told me that there is only one shop that's going to have available this longer piccolo writers, the big piccolo writer. Interesting colors at the section and at the threads of the capping system. The threads are polished and everything looks very good. I'm speechless in regards of this urushi coating. Is that beautiful. We have a step up. This is polished and it looks very soft and very comfortable. So if you grip the fountain pen a little bit higher, there is no problems whatsoever. The barrel of the fountain pen follows the same direction as the cap. It is coming out straight around this point right here, and this is where I believe is the thickest point. Then it's tapering in towards the end finial, pointy, and with that gradient red showing everywhere. Now let's have a look at the filling system, and I'm gonna unscrew the barrel. And the filling system is the proprietary cartridge converter from Nakaya. This is provided with the fountain pen, this cartridge converter, but you can also use cartridges which are proprietary to this filling system. I don't have a problem with both of the systems because it's very easy to operate, very easy to clean. And imagine having a problem on a cartridge converter. You just pull it out and you would buy this, and voila, you have a system that's working. I'm not sure, but yeah, if we can, give it a go. You can also dismantle this filling system in order to clean and grease it. A lot of standard international cartridge converters don't have this detachable part right here, which allows you to service them. And this is very nice from Nakaya, and I do appreciate the small touch. I don't think the fine nib it's going to burn through this cartridge full of ink quite quickly. Anyway, it's a nice adjusted nib, and I'm going to show you everything about the writing experience in the writing sample. But before going into the writing sample, let's have a look at how this fountain pen sits side by side other creations. I done some research and I found the dimensions of the normal Piccolo, so you can understand a few things more in regards of this shape. Here we have a clear picture of the Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer next to other fountain pens: Momento Zero, Visconti Homo Sapiens, Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer, Wancher Japan in blue, and another Nakaya dorsal fin V2 in this case. As you can clearly see, the Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer stands quite impressive in regards of length, almost as big as an Homo Sapiens, bigger than a Momento Zero. Kept like this, the Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer measures 150 millimeters versus the normal Piccolo Writer 130 millimeters. That's 2 centimeters longer. So we have a fountain pen which, by definition and in regards of the dimensions, it's going to be in the more oversized realm. Uncapped, the Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer stands a little bit shy than the Homo Sapiens, and in regards of girth, it is thinner than the Nakaya dorsal fin V2, thinner than the Homo Sapiens, a little bit thicker than the Japan Blue from Wancher, and similar to the Momento Zero. Uncapped, the Nakaya Big Piccolo measures 134 millimeters from the tip of the nib to the end finial, and the Nakaya Normal Piccolo Writer measures 116 millimeters. So it is considerable longer than the normal writer, the Piccolo. In regards of weight, the fountain pen capped like this is going to weigh 28 grams versus the Nakaya Normal Piccolo 22 grams. So it's like 6 grams more heavier. And uncapped like this, the Nakaya Big Piccolo Writer will have 20 grams versus the Nakaya Normal Piccolo 15 grams. Now let's have a writing sample with this gorgeous soft fine nib. I have some ink right here from Taccia. Let's go Japanese also with the ink, and this is Kurocha, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, in regards of nibs, mainly Japanese nibs, I'm still getting used to finer points, and this is quite a fine point. Believe me, it's a soft fine, but it writes like a needle. And I'm still developing my taste, and I wouldn't say it's probably the best option that I would choose in regards of my personal fountain pen. But anyway, this is what's available on this fountain pen when it came, and I didn't have any Nakaya fountain pens till that point, so I stayed with that nib size. The Nakaya Piccolo Writer is advertised on the Nakaya website as being a fountain pen that's not going to be able to be posted. So this is what you got. At least this is the bigger size, so I'm not going to post this fountain pen. And let's begin. We have the pen, Nakaya Piccolo Writer, I'm gonna put a B from big, and we have the ink, and this is Tacha Kuro Cha. Don't know what it means. The nib is 14 karat gold, and this is a soft, fine nib. The paper, Tomoe River paper. It's quite a wet ink flow for a fine nib. And here is a double pass. Now let's have some normal figure of eights, and I would say that this fine is on the finer side. If you don't apply anything in regards of pressure, it's a Japanese fine nib. Flex, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of pressure. Although it's advertised as being a flex nib, it does offer some line variation, but it is not super crazy. It takes the nib from a fine to a medium plus, not super exotic, like for example a Pilot with an FA nib. That is flex at its best, if I would have to put it like this. Let's use the famous sentence. Let's see if it writes every single letter of the alphabet. And the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It has the normal Nakaya feedback, pencil-like feedback, and that's the feedback. It is not unpleasant at all. It's very precise. It is very nice, very gently beautiful. It's a fine nib, and this is what you need to expect from a Japanese fine point. I love every single feature of this fountain pen. I do believe there is beauty in simplicity, and fountain pens, Urushi fountain pens, prove just that fact for me. I'm looking forward at finding it a new owner, a new place in someone else's collection. Why? Because the combination of facts, being a relative shorter fountain pen, even for myself, and hear me out, because I'm going to show you the caliber of fountain pens that I've purchased lately. Right here, Danny Trio, and this is a Mikado, and right here, the Nakaya. Take a look, which is which? And this is a big fountain pen. I love oversized fountain pen. Let's have a look at another Urushi fountain pen. That's the Winter's Breath, a centimeter longer than this Nakaya Piccolo Writer. Although it's the oversized or the bigger size that you can go for in Nakaya, anyway, the combination of having this very fine, soft nib with this size of a fountain pen, not being able to post this fountain pen, everything combined with the less weighty structure of this fountain pen, it just makes me want to ask, okay, I know Nakaya has different fountain pens which are larger, and I know I like them. For example, this dorsal fin, it sits better in my hand, it's girthier, it is weightier, and overall I went on this one with a soft elastic medium point for it, and that overall changed the way I looked at Nakayas. I would love to have more Nakaya fountain pens, but I wouldn't go lower than a fine. Anyway, for a fine nib, I would go with the normal fine, which is a little bit more stiffer, because this soft nib, you need to have a gentle hand. And I don't have that super gentle hand. I seem to apply a little bit of pressure, and if you have a softer hand, this is a sublime fountain pen. You've seen it. It is as long as an Homo sapien, so we're dealing with an oversized fountain pen. But if we would put it side by side, my kind of oversized fountain pens. That's a Denny Trio short Genkai, and it's just like a centimeter longer and girthier. It's going to fall short. This is why I decided to find it a new home. I took the decision of having this Nakaya fountain pen in order to explore how they are, how they look, how they feel, what is their nib range, how it's a soft fine versus a elastic fine from Leonardo, for example, in regards of nibs. And that fountain pen, the Nakaya Piccolo Writer, done that purpose. Anyway, it's a fountain pen that's going to make the next owner very proud. It's been very lovingly used. There is no marks, there is no chipping, there is no damage. I've used it only for having it as a reference for my next Nakaya. Overall, that concludes my personal opinions. Very happy, and I'm very proud of the support that you've showed throughout my videos and to my channel and to PenVenture as a community and as a website and provider of quality content. Thank you very much for that. If you want to support the growth of our channel and to help us reach many more just like you, if you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up. This will help us a lot. If you scroll down below, you'll find the links to our website, our social media accounts, phone number, email, anything and everything that you may need in order to get in contact with us. I know that some of you that are watching right now are not subscribed yet, so if you want to subscribe and support our channel, don't hesitate. Subscribe right now, click there, turn the notification bell on, and you will be notified whenever we have new content. And if you want to see more quality content from PenVenture and myself, you have this video right here. Click and enjoy. Like always, it's me, your host, Emi, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe, bye-bye.